Hi guys, welcome back to the PPE lab. Today I'm going to talk to you about first aid and first aid boxes and where you need to place them and how many first aiders you need at your workplace. The Department of Labor states that if you have more than 5 employees at your workplace, you need to supply a first aid box. First aid boxes can vary in size, but generally there are 2 regulations. There's Regulation 3 and Regulation 7. First aid Regulation 3 contents are normally made up of bandages, wools, gauzes, safety pins, first aid forceps, scissors, first aid dressing numbers 3 and 5, wound cleaner about 100 mils, 2 pairs of gloves, a large and a medium, microporous tape, plaster roll, plasters, 2 CPR mouthpieces, 2 splints, and 1 triangular bandage. Regulation 7 is basically Regulation 3 with the blood spill kit. Most blood spill kits consist of absorbent granules, or otherwise known as absorbent salt, a biohazard bag, a disinfectant liquid, and also 2 pairs of gloves, medium and large. Regardless of the sizes of the first aid kits, you need to have a Regulation 3. If you want to have a full kit, you add the Regulation 7. So, how many first aid boxes do you need? Well, it depends on a few things. How many employees do you have? If you have more than 5, you need a first aid box. Also, you need to consider the activities performed at the workplace and the type of injuries likely to occur. And with all of that information in place, you can then work out how many first aid boxes you need and where you need to place them. First aid boxes should be placed in an easy accessible location, never locked away, and never in an area that is obstructed. So if the first aider needs to be able to get to the first aid box as quick as possible. Remember, it's a moment of crisis, so the person needs to get there ASAP. First aid boxes should be placed in locations with clear and visible signage. So in South Africa, we have a variety of signs. Generally, the signs are either green and white or red and white. First aiders at work. So it depends on how many people you have. So if you're in a workplace and you have more than 10 people, the government says you need to appoint a first aider. But if you're in a shop or retail or office space and you have up to 100 people, you only need 1. So over 10 to 100, you need 1. Other workplaces like factories and warehouses, for every 50 people, you need a first aider. So once you pass 10, you need a first aider. But once you pass 50, you need a second first aider. Once you've worked out how many first aiders you then need to send them to an accredited first aid course. The first aid course lasts for 2 days. After the 2 days, the student is sent back to work where they will complete a first aid assignment, have it signed off by their supervisor, and then send it back to the facilitator. Once the facilitator has the assignment, they will issue a certificate of attendance and then apply for your certificate of competence from SETA. SETA will then issue the certificate of competence, which you will then place into your safety file. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review on first aid in South Africa. I hope you learned something. If you want to stay up to date, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed the video, please press like. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.